Hey baddies, welcome to another Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Today I'm doing another pick a card reading. This one is going to be all about what do people secretly really think of you. So we're going to get the tea on what people really think of you, the good and the bad of it. We're going to bring it all forward. So this should be a really fun and insightful and interesting reading. So I'm really glad you guys are here. And if this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's really good to have you. I hope you will stick around. If you are a returning subscriber, hey guys, what is up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I appreciate you guys being here. I want to shout out to all my members over with the Baddies and Buds and the Coven. Hey guys, what is up? It's always good to connect with your energy too. I really appreciate you. Thank you guys for joining my memberships. If you guys are interested in my memberships, I have a little join button down below. Just push that button and a little video will pop up of me talking about it and stuff. So, all right. Now, as you see before you, there are 3 cards. These are going to be your psychic linking objects. I do have a little bit of a pre-shuffle going on here, but I will pull more cards for clarity. So I will include a little video for those of you guys who need more time to see which group you're drawn to. Now in my readings, if you're drawn to more than one group, there probably is going to be more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye guys.
I've gotta find a new purpose, something actually worth it. I wanna look in the mirror and like what I see. I'm sick of feeling so worthless. You wanna sink or swim? I'm gonna go down swinging.
Hey group 1, all of you that selected art. This is going to be your reading all about what do people secretly really think of you, the good, the bad, all of it, the tea. So this should be really interesting. We're going to let it all come forward. So love this card. It's very interesting when you start looking at the reflections of the letters in the mirrors. Not the mirrors, they're windows, but they're acting like mirrors here. So I got some really interesting energy off this card. So let's get into the pre-shuffle and see what came out. It was a pretty big pre-shuffle. So, okay. The first card is loyalty. All right. Let's get this other card. And we have service. Okay. Let's get this card. We have warrior. Inner strength, clarity, presence. You may be an Aries or a Leo. Okay. I had to clear my throat chakra. Okay. We have masked, honor your authenticity. Okay. It's interesting. Let's get these cards here. We have Ice Queen, intolerant, prone to fits of temper and rage, little empathy for others, no close friends, controls emotions, detached, fake and lonely, loner, fear of connections, non-collaborative, disregards for others' feelings, paranoia, deep sense of isolation due to not fitting in. We have craftsperson, attention to detail, willpower, creative, follow through, highly skilled, spiritual maker, innovator, artisan, goal-oriented. Okay. We have those energies there. Did y'all want to see each card there? Da-da. I don't know why music is coming out of my mouth right now. Okay. I have no idea. All right, group 1. Let's see. What else we have? Oh, we have buffet, a little bit of everything. Okay. Red light special, pamper and take care of you. I feel earth energy now. I feel like Taurus energy. We have holding back, partial effort, no effort. Okay. We have land back, narcissist, the oracle, and we have bitter, ex-partner. Okay. We have, oh, oh my, this is a naughty, spicy, however you want to say, smexy card. Yeah, so we have this and that. So lots of spicy energy around you. This feels like a masculine energy. It could be your masculine energy. It doesn't mean that you're male. It's not gender. It's energy. Okay, so this could be someone talking about referring to your more masculine energy here. First of all, I think how people secretly really see you is a very strong person, a fighter. Okay, someone who's very loyal or has the potential to be very loyal. Okay, I feel like sometimes you can be extremely persistent and determined, stubborn as well. I'm also hearing condescending at times. At times you can come across as a know-it-all, or I think I know it all is what I'm hearing. I don't think that is true of your nature. I don't think you truly think you know it all. I think it's how people read you. Some of you guys may be in Aries. Aries can be very difficult to read sometimes. And I do feel like some people think you have narcissistic energy, like you're self-centered, like you may only care about winning, or they think you only care about winning or only care about yourself. You know, these windows are acting like mirrors. And I feel like there are people who feel like you're very self-focused, and they may make you feel shame about being a self-focused person. And I feel like we've been taught, especially feminine energies have been taught, being self-focused is wrong. You shouldn't be focused on yourself. You should be focused on taking care of other people and that kind of thing. And it's supposed to be part of our nature and blah, blah, blah. And it is to some degree, okay? But this need to not allow feminine energies to focus on self, or any energies to focus on self without shaming them, is a problem with our general, it's causing issues with our collective. And I feel like you have a healthy sense of self, okay, that is often misread as narcissism. It doesn't mean that you don't have toxic traits, okay, because every single one of us do. And sometimes when you are a warrior, a fighter, you're very strong, and you may be very strong because you've been through a lot. You know, I'm getting, with this card, I'm getting like, there's been a lot of doors shut on you, so a lot of windows have had to open with these windows, okay? And through those windows, you've seen a lot of truths about yourself that have been difficult. So you've had to persevere through a lot in your life. And I think that's why you have this loner energy, this ice queen energy. I feel like people feel like you're difficult to know. You're emotionally isolated. And I feel like that's also where some of this, they feel like you may be a narcissist because you feel emotionally isolated. You're hard to know. And I feel like some of you guys aren't comfortable with emotion, and it has to do with a lot of these doors that were shut and windows that had to be made open for you. A lot of these battles you fought to become the great warrior that you are. And I feel like you're not an ice queen. You are, I feel like you probably are somewhat of a loner by choice. And it's not that you don't like people, although some of you guys don't, and that's okay. It's valid, all right? But for many of you, it's easier to be in your own energy because you are somewhat sensitive to other people's energy because of what you've been through. I do feel like you're very talented. You have some kind of special ability here with the oracle and the craftsperson. You may be very empathic. And with this warrior energy, I'm getting art of war. So whatever that means to you. Okay. I do feel like people feel like you're hidden with this mask. Like they don't really know you. You're hard to know. You're very strong. What I'm getting is like kind of this symbolic kind of idea of, you working with someone for 17 years, but you never knew they had a family. Like someone you would trust at work, but you never knew their dad died of cancer 7 years ago. Like things like that. Like it's that kind of distance that people feel from you. And I feel like there's this energy that comes through that people get bitter about this. They get tired of reaching out to you. And for some of you, you're like, that's the plan. And that's fine. Some people are not people. They like being with people, but they have to have their own time. They have to have their time away from people to recharge. And there are just some people in the world that don't understand that. But there is an element here that people feel very like brushed off by this energy at times. And like I said, I don't think you guys are doing it necessarily consciously. Toxic family values feels obligated to their family's old ideals, no matter how toxic or destructive it may be. With the land back here and the narcissist. Okay, so for some of you, there may be this energy of like, you're just like your father, or you're just like your mother, or people think you're repeating some kind of pattern with your behavior. Like in your family, they really think that you're like some narcissistic abuser in your family. But the truth is they don't really know you. They don't know anything about you. We're not taking all of those, but we'll take these. We have Brokeback Mountain. They struggle with their inner demons and they haven't come to terms with their sexuality. Some people think this. We have the Oracle with the rainbow here. Okay. Some people think that you haven't come to terms with your hotness, how attractive you are, or your inclinations, and they're making judgments on that as well. They want you to stop hiding your authenticity, or they know the truth and they want you to stop pretending like, it didn't happen. I'm getting that energy here. That's very specific and it's very private. We're not going to plunge too much deeper into that. Holds on to fears, has difficulty releasing the fears, which may be holding them back and moving forward. Comfortable in what they know versus the unknown. I feel like people think that you're afraid. If you're not in control, then you're afraid. Like you have to have control of situations in order to be fearless, which is really not what fearlessness is. It feels like there is a big misunderstanding fundamentally of who you are, which makes me think that like there's been some kind of event here or some kind of big change. Like they just don't know you. And it's almost like, well, I don't want them to. I don't want them to know me. It is interesting to find out what they really think. Well, they think you're a warrior, for sure. But they do think that you have some unresolved issues, for sure, as well. They're projecting narcissism onto you. And they think you're cold. But I don't think you're a cold person. I think you're a guarded person, and there's a difference. We have the Three of Cups here. I think the truth is that removing these other people aside, I think there are people who find you like a lot of fun to be around. There's just not a big group of these people. these are tight-knit people. They're few and far between. These cards fell. Okay, no reversals here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Four of Coins. And we have the High Priestess. You know, it feels like that these people, this like small group of people, you know, they know that you can be counted on to see the truth in situations. They know that you can be counted on to be loyal. I think when, you know, the unknown pops up, I think you pull through. I think you're very dependable to this circumstance, these friends, this family, whatever this is that you believe in, whatever it is that holds your focus, you definitely are absolutely loyal to and will fight for. You just don't fight for stupid shit anymore. You just don't. You don't invest in stupid shit anymore. That's really what this comes down to. And that's because you love yourself. You love yourself enough to no longer placate bullshit. You just don't fucking do it. And it's not personal. And I feel like that's where the Ice Queen comes in. Like for you, it's not fucking personal. It's just like, listen, it's not personal. I know you're in your drama and your bullshit. And I appreciate that. You do you. But for me and mine, we're just not into that shit anymore. We just don't want to be there. So I'm going to skedaddle over here with my trusted group of friends who knows that I'm going to be there for them. I'm going to like double down on that. How about that? And we can just move along, you know. And people read that as, you know, being cold. And they think you're a loner because more than likely this group and this other like toxic group don't really know each other. Probably not. Because you don't want them to, right? You don't want them to. If they do, it's very little. I'm hearing very little, very little. Very little. We have the Six of Cups. Because you're about being happy now. See, this is so fucking interesting. This is so interesting because I picked up on this like really warrior, like intense energy, and now I'm picking up on like a very lighthearted energy. It's almost like you have discovered the purpose of life, almost like the meaning of your life, that life is about experiences, having joy, you know, meeting people with you're meeting people with past life connections too, by the way, but really, you know, moving forward in a positive manner, and enjoying the moments of your life, you know, embracing your life and the people and experiences in your life that you enjoy, and no longer placating the bullshit, like no longer, you know, holding space for shit that doesn't matter. And the truth is, most people spend most of their time on shit that doesn't matter. And when you have gone through like this heavy intensity like this, and you've been able to kind of like see the course, like see the truth of your life and what really matters, people get really, they get their feelings hurt. They get offended when you start not letting them dump and vomit their drama all over you. They take it personally and they start calling you names like a narcissist, like selfish, like an egotistical son of a bitch, you know, things like that. And the truth is, I feel like you guys don't care what the label is as long as you have your freedom to do what you do, because you don't care. You've kind of set yourself free of a lot of the labels and the drama. It just doesn't touch you. It just doesn't touch you. I bet if you did an egg cleanse, I bet your glass would be pretty clear. You just, shit don't touch you. It bounces right the fuck off of you. We're going to get these two and that. No reversals. Ooh. I spilled those. Okay. Well, what else is new? Okay, we have the King of Cups here. We have the Seven of Coins. And we have the Emperor. And what's funny is about this Emperor is a lot of times when I get this card, I pick up on anger. But what I got when I saw this is like party time, excellent, Wayne's World. So see, and then we have the King of Cups, and I'm just getting like, I'm happily planting seeds. Like, I'm happily doing my thing. I'm getting like Jolly Green Giant. I'm getting, it's giving happy garden party. It's just a fun, good time. And it feels like this Ice Queen is like the guardian of the garden, okay? And no one gets past this bitch. Like, if you got drama, if you got fucking chaos, you can fuck off because you're not getting in. No troll shall pass. Boom, bitch. And there you are. The party's beginning. You know, we got the Emperor's the DJ, okay? The King of Cups got the buds, you know? So, I mean, it feels like that you have a good grounded sense of who you are and balance in your life. And I feel like there are people around you who get this. Like, they see you as a good time person that they like to have fun with, that they enjoy. For some of you, you have coworkers who love working with you, or you have people in your life who love being around you. But it doesn't feel like there's a big gaggle of them, you know. And they see you as like that one person that they could hang around for long periods of time. Like, you have interesting stories. When you can get, like, they would say, you know, Jim, if you can just really get him talking, he has the most interesting stories. You know, Mandy, one night we were just sitting there and all of a sudden they started telling me about that time they were in California. Did you ever hear that story? It's amazing. You should get her to tell you that story. It's that kind of energy that you have. And people think they think you're super cool. You know, you have that vibe. But you also got this other bullshit, you know. But the truth is, that's part of being human. We're judged by other people every day, you know. And the beautiful thing about you, Group 1, is I feel like in so many ways you've kind of surrendered. You're like, I don't give a fuck what people think of me. I'm just living my life and living my best life every day as good as I can. I feel like you're really grounded and you guys have a beautiful energy. So thank you for connecting with me, Group 1. It was really awesome to bring you this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. Please look into my memberships with that little join button down below and check out that video that talks about all my perks. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, Group 2, all of you that selected the bunny. This is going to be your reading all about what do people secretly think of you? What do people secretly really think of you? The good, the bad, all of it. We're going to find out the tea. So you picked the bunny. So you got quite a few cards here. So let's get into them and see what came out for you. We're going to go with these cards first. We have boundary. I feel that. We have alchemy. Okay. We have grief. We have resilience. That's a beautiful energy. Do you think all that intensity would be underneath this little bunny here? Absolutely. We have blush. Love is blooming. Ah. People secretly fall in love with you, huh? They crush on you, don't they? We have get fucked. Well, here it comes out. Are you sassy? Black square. Don't fuck with me. Okay. Bitch, you better believe it. And trigger. Do you trigger people? Oh, well. Oh, well. They'll get over it. We have entertainer, self-depreciating, unfiltered, shallow, fear of boredom, blah, 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 distracted, blah, 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 plays victim, impulsive, disruptive, inappropriate, off-task. Well, that about covers it. Oh my, they just really. Okay. Child, innocent, playful, spontaneity, energetic, creative, vibrancy, healthy psyche, fun, lighthearted, future potential, expressive. Yes. Perception, reality. Okay. Oh, impotent lover. Intense feelings, sensual, sense of wonder, values beauty and luxury, lives their best life physically, mentally, or emotionally attractive. So you're hot. You're the bunny. You're hot stuff. Like that Donna Summer song, if you know what that is. It's a 70s song, so a lot of you may not know. But you're hot stuff, honey. You're hot stuff, okay? We have friend, mediator. Oh, peacemaker. Are you a Libra? We have sidekick, generous, loyal, harmonious, gives good advice, hero, perceptive, approachable, kind-hearted, and trust. Now, some Libra haters will say, no, that's not a card of a Libra. But as a Libra, I will say, well, yes, it is a card of a Libra. All right, so there you go. We have boss. Oh, bitch. You got big boss energy. I feel that. Underneath this little bunny is all this intensity. You big old boss, you boss ass bitch. Gold oriented. Pursuit of knowledge. I'm fumbling here. Beauty and brains, cool demeanor, alpha, self-sufficient, counterpart, mental acuity. You don't fuck with me. You don't want to fuck with me. Okay, we have night bandit. Ooh, spicy dreams, 5D visit. Ooh, someone wants to visit you. What do they really think? They want to visit you in your dreams. Dirty laundry, gossip about relationship. Ooh, they talk about you. You're probably used to that though, right? You're probably used to people talking about you. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. We have cocktails, drinks, and conversations. Drinks and conversations about you. Because I got to tell you, you're fun to talk about. People enjoy talking about you. Do you know this? They secretly really love talking about you because you're super interesting to people. So they really think you're super interesting. They think you're a bitch, for sure. And they're very triggered by your behavior. They think you're shallow as fuck because you're attractive. Okay, for some of you guys, this is like, they think you're shallow. Well, they're judging you by this shallow mentality. Okay, you're not shallow. You're just being you. You can't help that you're a cutie patootie, hot ass bunny. Like, you can't fucking help it. And you can't fucking help that underneath this hot ass bunny is this boss ass bitch. Right? You can't help that shit. That's not your fucking problem. And you're a good friend. And that really chaps their ass. That really does chap their ass. I'm going to pull some tea cards over here because there's tea. There's definitely tea. I feel like you guys are like the movies for some people. Like, some people like to go to the movies, and some people like to sit around and smack their jaw about you. Flopping tongues around. Just waiting on the next thing that you're going to do. What can they get triggered about? What are you going to do? Because you're the entertainer. Some of you guys with this unfiltered, does your mouth get you in trouble sometimes? You mean what you say and say what you mean. Yeah, you hurt people's feelings and it triggers people. Some of you guys live in a small town and word gets around fast. Or you have a family where word gets around fast. But people hear about you. You're just a bitch. You got get fucked. So you have haters. Haters. Of course you do. We have chill out. That's you. You're just like, I'm doing my own thing. Like, I could give a fuck less. I'm so chill. I'm boss. I'm bossing up. You have really strong boundaries and people hate it. They hate your strong boundaries. It's because you have grieved so much loss. You have been through so much shit that you now know who is for you and who isn't. And the minute someone acts up, you're like, no, you gots to go. You gots to go. And they go bye-bye. And that's it. And people don't like that. They get really triggered by that. They feel like you use people and you throw them away. But that's not really what happens. That's their explanation of it, but that's not really what happens at all. What really happens is this little bunny gets sick of being kicked off of doorsteps and kicked around. And pretty soon we see the true form of the bunny, and it is, Medusa or Celia. And she's resilient as fuck. She's coming to get you. She's coming to get them. I think there's also jealousy because you're hot. And some of you guys have some people, some bodies, husbands, boyfriends. They are distracted by you. And they don't like that. Copycat. So what did they do? Ooh, there's some tea. I hate you, but I'm going to copy you. I hate you, but bitch, where'd you get those shoes? I hate you, but I'm going to do my hair like that. That looks good. I'm going to copy your style. But here's the deal. They can't copy your spirit. And look at this two-headed dog. Two-headed, two-faced bitch. What they really think of you is they hate you. Gemini energy. Two-faced energy. Disloyal as fuck. We have private relationship. They like to sit around and talk about your relationships. For some of you, they talk about like you running through partners. They think you run through partners, you run through people for entertainment. You use people for entertainment. You get bored easily by people, like you're simple-minded. There's just a lot of like really kind of brutal judgments about you. And a lot of it's based upon the way you look, the stereotypes around you, the fact that you don't take any shit from people, the fact that you speak up and trigger people. For some of you, it's just a t-shirt you wear that triggers people. Like it can go from that to the fact that you don't put up with noise from your boss. Like you don't let him like manhandle you or some shit, And then you have this other kind of dreamy Pisces, Neptune energy that like they have like spicy dreams about you. And they can't get you off their mind. Like there are people who cannot stop thinking about you. You're just that energy that can't, there's certain people can't seem to shake you. Okay? And it has something to do with your energy, like who you are. You are a bright and shining star, is what I'm hearing. Who you are, you're a bright and shining star. Getting played, manipulation, lies, controlling, pulling the strings. There are people who say you're a manipulator. You're manipulative. Because you're so attractive. Like, it's sad. It's so sad when this is where we're at. We're at this place where everything's because you're hot. Everything's because you're attractive, And you may not be conventionally attractive, like, stereotypical. We're not talking about that kind of attraction. We're talking about, although you may be, we're talking about a passionate kind of attraction that comes from the essence of your being that flows out, and people are magnetically attracted to you. Okay. It goes beyond description. I feel like there are people who feel like you're secretly like you're such a good friend. Like people don't even know what a good friend you are. Like you are such a good person. And you don't exactly let people know you're like, you don't let on this. You let the myth of you being, you let the myth of you being a bitch like flow. Like you don't let people know that like you really are a very compassionate and good friend. You're a good person. I feel like some of you guys give money to your friends. You give places to live to people. Like you really do help people, but you don't exactly advertise that shit. Okay, I have to check on these cards to make sure that you can see them. We have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, I get that energy. We have the Ten of Wands here. We have the Eight of Wands. Ooh, bodacious booty here. So eight of Wands. So we're going to put that over here where you can't see it. And then we have the Moon. You know, there's that Neptune-y energy. So, again, manipulation, lies, deceit. They think you're a liar. They think you're deceitful. They think you have a lot of oppressive and dominant energy. They think you would lie and deceive for any reason. It's fucking ridiculous. It's so asinine. And, you know, part of me is just like, where is this coming from? It's because you're so powerful. Your boundaries are so strong. You're such a strong energy. And some people cannot deal with that shit. And it's not that you're just such a strong energy. It's like you have a presence. The bunny has presence. I feel like some people secretly feel like they got to know you one way. They first met you one way, and then they got to know you and you were something else, and they felt like, you know, I didn't like them once I got to know them. Like they seemed like they were this way, but they were really this way, and I felt almost like what happened here? Like it was weird. Like I'm getting that. I feel like there are people here who they feel like you like increase tension, like they feel tension around you, like they feel stressed, you know what I'm saying? Especially these masculine energies around their partners or girlfriends. You know, if you know, you know. You know the bitches I'm talking about. These bitches, I'm telling you. We have the Ace of Wands here. Yes. Because if you know, the Ace of Wands is that card. It's the happy... It's the hello. It's the sprung up to say hi. How are ya? It's that card. It's the card that says, hey, I see ya, honey, and you're looking pretty. It's that one. It's that card. Okay, so that just verifies that, like, this is jealousy, especially when it comes to, like, it's very specific. It's masculines with like partners in your area. They seriously are very jealous. They think you're manipulative. Some of them think that you're after their partner, which like nobody wants your raggedy asshole, man. I'm sorry. This is just bitch, nobody wants your raggedy asshole man. Especially in my group 2 bunnies. Listen. Y'all got some crazy bitches around you. You do. Boy, are these some like housewives who don't have any lives? And I don't mean that bad. I was a housewife for many years and I was very busy. I had a life. I had a lot of shit going on. But there are some housewives, house husbands, house people who, you know, they just don't really have enough going on, and during the day they get themselves in trouble. Okay, we have the 7 of coins here. Boom, booty, you can't see it. Okay, we have the 4 cups here. Ooh, see, okay, I'm reading this intuitively. All these flipped over. I can't take all those. I'm reading, because with the booty, because I have 2 cards here with booty, okay? And I have the 4 cups. And this is what I'm getting. It's very intuitive. There's somebody who wants to sneak up on your booty, okay? They like, if y'all, I'm seeing someone in a kitchen, like it's like either it's a family kitchen. It's a friend's kitchen. It is a sister's kitchen. It's a work kitchen, but it's a fucking kitchen. And they are watching you from behind. And they're thinking about sneaking up on that booty. I think some of them may have been caught or some shit. So that's real specific. But y'all better guard your booty. Okay, that's what Auntie Amy's saying. Guard your booty. Because someone's trying to copy that too. So you might have someone who's taking up some working out or trying to build their booty up. Okay? Y'all. Some of you guys have some bitch just all twisted up, man. You guys, group 2. This is funny. You guys, listen. They deserve it though. You know, they really do. They really need to self-reflect. This is an example of someone who truly needs some self-reflection because they are so wrapped up in you. Do they have a crush on you? Oh, bitch. Do they have a crush on you? Oh my. Now there's some tea. Maybe they have a crush on you. Okay, I'm not gonna touch that. I'm not gonna touch that because that feels weird. That feels like a whole other reading. Okay. I think people see you as mysterious with the moon. You may be a Scorpio. Getting some Aquarius vibes here. I think you also have, some of you guys have very attractive legs. I also get a sassy vibe from you, a feline vibe. Of course, I'm getting Leo. You guys, you Leos. I tell you what, Leos trigger people. They do. They trigger people because they act out, you know, it's their personality. They are the entertainer. And some people think they can be, you know, a little vapid sometimes. But they don't understand that Leo is the sun. And that's what Leo does. Leo is the entertainer of the astrology chart. So, but it feels like there's a strong sense of boundaries here. There's a strong, like, Pluto, Scorpio type vibe. Like the water here is hot and fiery. And it feels like you have been burned. And that's why you're like this. You've been burned. Probably a few times. That's okay. Haven't we all? We've all been burned a few times, you know. And people don't understand why your harshness, why your exterior shell comes off like bitchy or fuck you. They don't get that sometimes this bunny, you know, the fluffy sweetness is actually a harsh exterior. All that cuteness, all that sweetness sometimes really does hide a whole lot of intensity. It's almost like, okay, I'm just going to use the symbolism, okay? Take it as you will. I don't mean any offense by it, okay? But it's like a sweet southern woman, okay? Very sweet, bring you some tea, will do anything for you, okay? But don't fuck with her family because she will cut you up and serve you as meatloaf, okay? And that's just the truth. Very sweet, and I get that here. Now, nobody knows the story why the sweet southern woman can go from making your cookies, being your best friend, to cutting you up and putting you in meatloaf if you mess with their family. What happened? Who hurt them? Right? So that's the element that's not understood here, that people don't understand how much you've been through. You've had to learn to put up good, healthy boundaries. You've been forced to. Probably from an early age. Self-love of this level doesn't come from a lot of happiness. It comes from a lot of learning your worth at a very high cost. And I feel that here. I do feel like you get a lot of like lusty energy thrown your way. There's something about how powerful this bunny can appear. There's something about when you're in your flow of being self-empowered that really excites. For some of you, it brings out your great entertainer. Like, it really excites. It really thrills people. And it causes people to get triggered and want to talk about you, especially when you run off at the mouth. And the thing is, I don't think you run off at the mouth. I think you mean what you say, and you say what you mean. And I think I had that in group 1 too. But I feel that group 1, yeah. Of course, this is group 2. Anyway, I think you mean what you say, and you say what you mean, no matter how cutting it is. You mean it. You stand behind what you say. And you do hurt feelings sometimes. For some of you, like, you're a boss at work, and, you know, it's not personal, it's business kind of thing. The thing is that you've accomplished a lot. You've overcome a lot, okay? And so because of that, you have high standards for people in your life, like people who really know you. And when they step out of line with those boundaries, you're just like, we're done. We're toast. And it's given you a reputation for being a bitch. And you know what? That's okay. You're a bitch bunny. And that's okay. You're a very cute, lovable bunny. But don't fuck with my family, or I'm going to serve you as meatloaf to my family. Or to your family. You mean ass little bunny. All right, group 2. That's what I received for you. I hope this was an entertaining and insightful reading. I enjoyed connecting with your energy. If you enjoyed this reading, let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you're interested in 18 plus readings and live streams and private membership only live streams, check out my join button below. Hit the little button and a little video will pop up, and you can find out more information about my perks. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you beautiful magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected the lips. This is going to be your reading all about what do people secretly think of you. We're going to get into the tea, the good and the bad, about what people really secretly think of you. So keep in mind, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I think you got the most cards of everyone, group 3, so let's get into it and see what came out. We have Fetch, Mirror. You may have been drawn to group 1, okay? We have Loneliness, okay? Let's see here. What do we want? What do I want to pull next? Okay, this one. We have Reveal, Express the Real You. Ooh, look at that beautiful wings on the back. Beautiful. Okay. We have Judgment. We have Wrath, Lilith, Equality, and Atonement. Let's get these cards right here. You got quite a few of these. We have Philosopher. Blind to the preference for their own perspective, overlook solutions due to their own overconfidence. Obsess, doesn't function well within teams. Does that work? Fairy godmother, helpful, anonymous, selfless, eccentric, nurturing, wise, materialistic, quantities, sees the potential in others, party planner. You got quite a few of these. Visionary, overthinks, struggles with details, loses motivation when following rules, grand ideas with no follow-through or action. Midas, very demanding and drains others. Greedy, hoarder, pessimistic, inflexible, fears losing money or status or controlling. Then we have performer, playful, curious, lives in the moment, attracts innovative and outspoken people, exposes problems, and challenges with humor. Okay, let's get these little white cards here. We have wants contact, block. You do not put up with any bullshit. Okay, in business, people think you are a hard line, a hard ass, a hard bitch. But you believe in equality. Okay, so they know that you're fair, but tough. Okay, non-traditional, highly favored. We have ex-coworker, Libra. We have conservative viewpoints, judge. There's that judgy judge energy. You might be an air sign. Harmful, Aries. You might be an Aries. Feral. Red flag, unicorn. You're a feral unicorn with red flags, y'all. That's what they think. That's what they think. Cool, cool. Okay. We have evolve. It's okay to grow. Okay. Oh, we have these two. We have lights on. I want to see everything. Wants to watch you. People like the way you look. Like, they like the way you look. They like the way you move, I should say. Like with performer and this right here, like they like the way you move, the way you carry yourself. Some of you guys have a sophisticated way you move, or there's just the way you carry yourself. Kissing, loving your lips. There's something about the way you move, the way you speak. Some of you have a very, like, it's just your delivery. Now, this card kind of gives me this vibe of, okay, just stay with me. I feel like the lips represent your energy. And this is people around you. Like all these little different, like, pictures are the energies around you. Like people gathered around you. Like you have a lot of people who view you. And it may be... Pardon me, sorry. It may be that you're on social media. It may be that your job just has you in front of a lot of people. You may have a lot of friends. You may actually be a performer of some kind. But a lot of people judge you. Okay, so there's a lot of different opinions on you. There are people who fear your wrath. I think in business, when you're going after your dreams, when you're going after your goals, your desires, be them personal or professional, I think people can see you as a little aggressive and cutthroat. They fear your temper. I think people think you have a hot temper. And perhaps at times you do. However, I do think sometimes people mistake your harshness of words for a bad temper. I think people get their feelings hurt with the words you say so calmly, but they tell people that you have a bad temper. For some of you, like it's not really. The devil is in the details, and it does matter. You can't tell people like this person just goes off and is crazy when they're actually very calm when they deliver the news to you that you are a, whatever your judgment is. Your job may also require you to judge others. You may be a boss, you may be a supervisor, and people find you to be a tough, hard as nails boss. Someone who makes them follow the rules, and they don't fucking like that shit. You need to cut that out. That's what I'm hearing. Why do they make us follow all these stupid rules? And I get this, like, if I don't make you follow the rules, I have to answer to someone. Like, everyone's got someone to answer to. And it's like, and then I hear also, it's none of your fucking business. It's a none of your business. Like, you do your job, I'll do my job. Don't tell me how to do my fucking job. Now, some of you guys have, like, your own business, or you're a performer or something, and you have other people's salaries riding on what you do. So you do get feral. You do get red flag. You do get aggressive. You do get all these things because you're thinking about the people who depend on you to do your job so they can get paid. So you think about the tribe here. You're like a leader of a tribe. So there's a lot of different energies. There are people who think you're very special, a visionary, a fairy godmother. Okay. And I feel like you have this very creative energy with the visionary, with the fairy godmother. I want to say fairy goth mother too. But sometimes you get in your head about things. I think people think you're very creative. I think they know you're gifted. But you get in your own head about it, and you start double checking yourself, and before you know it, you've reduced your creativity to mere details. And you don't allow the creative flow to happen a lot of times. You block it yourself. And I feel like there's this energy of you starting to hold space more and more for your flow, no matter where it goes, which is really where the magic is when you follow your flow, right? And I feel like this fairy godmother energy is kind of rises. I feel like other people see this in you. They see this magical mysterious kind of like Glinda, the Good Witch kind of vibe, as someone who's healing and nurturing and fun and lighthearted, and someone who can make that magic happen, and it's inspiring. But they also know that you're real. Like you don't pretend to be something you're not. You don't pretend that you don't have this ability to go feral and have red flags. Now, I feel like some of this comes from like inequality. Like when you see inequality, when you see someone getting over on someone, when you see like some bad shit go down, it's hard for you to not like stand up and be like, listen, bitch. Listen, bitch. We're not going to do that on my watch. We're not going to be that person on my watch. And I feel like the more you grow, the more intense your fight for equality is. I feel like some of you guys are teachers or something, and it has to do with this performance energy that I'm getting. And I feel like your growth kind of fuels this life purpose. And it fuels this beautiful, like, blooming of this unicorn, this feral unicorn. Like it's a feral unicorn. That's exactly what it is. It's like a gothic unicorn, you know, who's just fully and freely shining in the darkness and has all these energies being attracted to its light by the words that are coming out of its mouth, by its vibration, by its sound. And people are both terrified of some of the things you say that are triggering. They're terrified of the possibility of getting your wrath. It's scary. And some of them are scared of not being able to know you. They love to watch you. They love to watch you. They love to hear your stories. There's something about your voice. The thing is, I think some people think you're very lonely. Maybe it's because you don't have a lot of really close friends. We have Page of Swords here. I think people want to reach out to you. I think quite a few people want to reach out to you. I think the problem is they don't know how. Sorry, I had to cough and clear my throat chakra. I think people want to reach out to you, but I feel like you also keep people at arm's length. Because I feel like you personally have a lot going on. Like there's a lot going on. It's almost like you're getting ducks in a row, you're getting your shit together, and you're careful about who you let in your energy because you know that you're highly favored. Okay? You know that you're highly favored. Okay. And tell me about this. Tell me about this page here. No reversals. We have the Seven of Cups here. I think the truth is that you get overwhelmed. I think people probably send you messages, DMs, emails. This could be in person. And I feel like you get overwhelmed with offers. I think you get overwhelmed with people. And it doesn't mean you get a ton. Just with what you get, it's a lot. Like you get overwhelmed. You get overstimulated. And people don't understand that that this beautiful mouth needs sometimes to power down the light and to kind of like retreat into kind of the darkness and just kind of catch their breath and kind of like, because you're giving out so much energy. You give out so much light and so much sunshine and so much of this philosophical knowledge, like that you have to take a break. And I feel like you kind of had to make a deal with yourself about letting people into your life, because there's potential for you to give too much to people still. There's a potential for you not to be able to, keep your own boundaries. And you know that if your boundaries get broken, you will go feral because you just don't have the patience for it anymore. You're not at that place, the healed place where you're like, they violated my boundaries. It's okay. We'll just... No, it's like if someone violates my motherfucking boundaries, I'm going feral. I cannot take it anymore. Later in the journey, you will get to a healed place where it isn't so triggering. It's not such a intense energy of red flag, of like deep. It will feel different. Okay. It's part of the healing journey. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Nine of Swords. I do think people see you as a survivor. I think people see you as someone who has transmuted a lot of energy. You've been through a lot. I feel like let's see this card right here. I feel like there have been times when the emotional overwhelm has been so draining that you've probably wanted to quit. You probably wanted to give up. You probably didn't know if you could make it. There's a lot of emotional pain here that feels like emotional pain that's been inflicted mentally that we've had to overcome. And it was your perseverance, your ability to persevere that really has helped you turn your will in life, your karmic will, your get into a new timeline. And so this story is not like other stories. Like it really was like pure determinate will. It was pure determination to not give up. It was like the edge of the coin all the time. It was the edge of the ledge all the time. Always being pushed to the edge, always being pushed to the edge. And so when you live your life like that, always having to fight to stay, always having to fight to be in the fight, you can have this energy about you that, you magnetically attract people to you, but you also have to power down. And that can be difficult for people who want more of your energy. They can feel like, oh, they don't really care. Or, oh, they're aloof. Or, oh, they're shallow. And that's just not the case with you. We have the Seven of Coins. I feel like people think you're a hard worker. We have the Magician. I think people know that you can make things happen. And I feel like you know that you have the ability to make things happen. Some of you guys already have. Like you have this magical energy with the unicorn. Some of you guys are master manifestors. And part of you getting into that master manifestor kind of energy is what you're doing now. And that's why you're kind of keeping people at bay. It's why you have this feral kind of energy when people cross your boundaries. You are still healing. You're still in this healing state. And so people are reading you differently. You have a lot of different people judging you and reading your energy. You may be feeling very lonely. People are picking up on that, so they want to be there for you, and you want them to be there for you. But you're also in a very strange stage of healing where you want people, but you also know you're healing deeply, and you're at a pressure point in your healing, I should say, an energetic pressure point that when it's hit, it will immediately bounce. Like you will immediately bounce into a certain kind of behavior that you don't really want to express because it can be toxic, and you're trying not to be toxic. So it's almost like your spirits, ancestors, what have you, you're working on healing that toxic pattern. So it's interesting. People who have blocked you, they miss this fairy godmother unicorn energy, this visionary. You have friends old friends, ex-friends, whatever, no contact friends, ghosted and blocked friends who miss you, who still watch if you're online, they still watch your stuff under another name. You got someone stuck on you. I'm hearing they're stuck on the dumbass. Because you were like, bye-bye. They were a for sure bye-bye. 10 of Wands. You let that oppressive energy go. I feel like you have energy about you that's kind of floating around like dead wood. And that energy that you let go, it really did oppress you and keep you from being your best self. So you've probably felt like relief from it. But they know now that you are something special. The people who are no longer in your life that you removed from your life, they know without a shadow of a doubt that you're special, that there's something special about you, that you're born to shine, okay? Because you've overcome so much. Many of you guys are overcoming something major. Like this is major, and it's aligning you with something very big. Some of you guys have businesses you're building, you're writing books, whatever this is, okay? And, it feels like people are rooting for you. You have like people who are actively rooting for you. Like they want you to be successful, which not everybody has that. Not everybody has people who want them to be successful. And you may not feel it because you may feel that distance with this loneliness card. But the truth is you have people around you who want you to have justice in your life. You deserve good things. You deserve to have nice things, okay? You deserve that. You've earned it, okay? Let's get a couple more cards here. Okay, we have the Star. That's you, baby. Boom. You're the Star. That's what people secretly really think, is you're the star. You have this star potential. I do not say this shit like often. Like this, like you're the star. Okay? You have the potential to shine very brightly. You already do. And people want to get close to that. They want to know that. And sometimes we have the Devil on the bottom of the deck. Because you're hot. You're hotness. Okay? You're sexy. You're spicy. They like the way you move and perform. They like the sound of your voice. And I think an obstacle for you is to continue to balance your energy and not give away too much of yourself. To not overgive to people. Because people love being around you so much. And then we have Temperance here. So all in good time. All in good time. All right. So, okay, group 3, that's what I received for you. I really enjoyed connecting with your energy. And I hope this was an interesting and fun reading. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you haven't checked out my join button, check it out. It has all the information about my memberships and my perks. I'm going to be offering members only live streams. So that will be really fun. And I'm excited to get into that. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.